This year's summit is extremely special to all of us, and we are hosting it from the Republic Media headquarters that houses Asia's largest Empower. In today's event, we'll not only highlight the crucial role that women play in driving India's growth story, but also emphasize that much work that is still required to ensure their participation in India's economic growth. Without any further delay, let's open the floor for Republic India Women's Summit. Let's have a huge round of applause.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, just let's all join us together, and we welcome a visionary to start this event. We welcome a visionary who's shaping the future of education, transforming how it is imparted in India. A round of applause as we introduce Professor Rajita Kulkarni Bagga, President Sri Sri University. Can we have the AV, please?
Professor Rajita Kulkarni Bagga is a transformational leader, educator, and global advocate for ethics and innovation. As president of Sri Sri University, she has expanded the institution to 11 schools and garnered accolades like the Most Green Campus Award. Professor Rajita also serves as president of the World Forum for Ethics in Business, collaborating with global organizations to promote ethical leadership. Her efforts in training over 100,000 individuals across 50 countries exemplify her dedication to personal and societal growth.
Let's have a huge round of applause for Rajita Kulkarni Bagga, President of Sri Sri University, and joining her on the stage is Rhythm Anand Bharadwaj, Executive Editor, Law and Governance, Republic TV, and of course Senior News Anchor. Let's begin with this event.
Professor Rajita Bagga, who's joining us today. We're starting the event with you. What a marvelous way to start the event. Just before the event, viewers, we were actually having a word with her, and you were telling us about the many firsts that as the president of the Sri Sri University you've accomplished. So my first question is going to be, what is India looking forward to with this vision that you have for our higher education?
Thank you, Rhythm, and it's so wonderful to be here at the Republic Forest, as you call it. And I think this is a landmark day today, that this is the first time you're hosting the India Women's Summit here in this new studio. So fantastic to be here. And congratulations to the entire team for putting this day together. As you rightly said, and as the anchors were rightly saying in the beginning, India is poised for a huge inflection. We are already one of the top 5 economies of the world, and with the vision that our Prime Minister has for India being one of the top 3 economies of the world in the coming decades, I think education has a very huge role to play. So at Sri Sri University, which has been founded by Puja Gurudev, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji, that is our vision, that how we can become part and a catalyzer and an accelerator of India's growth story. How we can train our students, create an ecosystem of learning, innovation, entrepreneurship, so that students of our university become nation builders. And that is what we are focused on. And I'm very proud to say that in a short span, we are a very young university, just about 10, 12 years old. And as you know, building an institution like a university is a multi-generational, multi-decade effort. But I'm very proud that in this short time, we have become a top 200 university of the world in the Times Higher Education Impact Ranking. And you know, Rhythm, when Puja Gurudev first saw this land, which is our university, it was a couple of 100 acres of barren land. There were only 2 trees on, say, about 180 acres of land. Only 2 trees. And today, in just 10 years, we are a green campus. We have over 150,000 trees, almost 100 types of birds, about 70 types of butterflies, and lots of flora, fauna, not to mention all the incredible programs that we have. Close to 3,000 students call it their home across almost 60 UG, PG programs. So this is our effort, and to bring to students of our country programs that are necessary but not available. So one of the things we are one of the first universities in Asia to start the program in osteopathy, which is a very important field of non-interventional medicine. We are the first in the world, I am told, to have a faculty of contemplative and behavioral science. See, mental health is such a big challenge in the world today. So how can we bring students the best of what the east of the world, which is our side, contemplation, meditation, and the west, which is psychology, can offer? So many such programs. And then artificial intelligence. It's the cutting edge technology of the world. In fact,
What
this
on
week...
artificial intelligence is there?
Huh?
What on artificial
We
intelligence
have
is
master's
there?
programs, bachelor's programs. In fact, this week we are celebrating as AI Week in the university, where the entire student community, whether they are learning agriculture or Ayurveda or arts, all of them will learn artificial intelligence. I see many students are here, and that is my advice to every student, everyone, that no matter which field you are in, learn a little bit about artificial intelligence, because that is going to change the way we live and work as a world.
How did your journey begin with Sri Sri as a visionary and also someone who's interested keenly in students and higher learning?
Yes, I think it's my good fortune that I got this opportunity to build this great institution. And that is what, Rhythm, I have seen in Puja Gurudev's approach to humanity and serving humanity. You know, today the Art of Living Foundation is in over 180 countries of the world, bringing life-changing techniques of meditation, yoga, Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayam, so people can live a happy, healthy life. See, all of us who are here, we are working hard, right? We are studying or working or running our own businesses. For what? Because we want some happiness, because we want to feel loved and valued, we want to feel peace. And that is what I'm so inspired by the Art of Living Foundation that is doing in 180 countries of the world and helping people live a healthy, harmonious life. So I'm very grateful to the divine that I got this opportunity, and I'm part of this great effort.
So, you know, Professor Bagga, we're hearing about the Sri Sri University. What are the values that are there, especially for the girl child? It's about empowering women. You as an empowered woman are the president. What are the values that are being inculcated in all the students, especially the girl child?
So for us, the importance of the girl child starts much before the university. You know, in fact, Puja Gurudev's sister, whom we lovingly call Bhanu Didi, she runs over 1,300 free schools, where about 100,000 children are getting free education, and 50% of them are girls. So these are girls who never went to school. Nobody in their families went to school. These are first generation literates, almost all of them. So right from that age, till the time a normal urban student, like some of whom I'm seeing here, come to the university, I think focus on girls to empower themselves, educate themselves, enrich themselves so that they can empower others. I think is at the core of our DNA. In our university rhythm, we have 3 core values: learn, lead, and serve. And I think these are universal to all of us, that we learn from every source possible without bias. See, we eat food from everywhere. I don't have to be Italian to eat a pizza, right?
Yes.
I don't have to be Chinese to eat Chinese food. But in learning, I see there are a lot of biases people have, that I won't learn this, I won't learn from here. So we want our students to learn from everywhere so they can lead, become leaders in their own field, so that they can serve back the society. That circle is not complete if you don't have an intent to give back. So all of these, and this is the base. And then along with that, innovation. See, if we don't innovate today, we are not relevant, isn't it? Your field of media is disrupting every day. Every field is disrupting. So how can we innovate? Second, take action. Only thinking is not going to help. So innovation, action, and dedication. Do it with full enthusiasm, dedication. Like for me, your team is a representative of that also. With so much dedication, you have built this new studio, you started this new effort. So that is important. So these are the values.
So, Professor Bagga, what is then the role of women in leadership positions? Because you're talking about innovation and how they need to serve. What could their role in the future years you see be in leadership roles?
I think women have a very, very, very important role to play as leaders. Rhythm, if you look at any data, whether it is data about corruption, whether it is data about how boards become better at functioning if women are on the boards, how corruption reduces if women are in leadership positions in government. There is so much data available which shows that presence of women in leadership positions is productive and positive for countries, for corporations, for society. So I think as women, it is our responsibility, because we are capable, to take leadership roles. So I would encourage every young student, everyone who is in your 20s, 30s, seize the opportunity. Look for opportunities to contribute, to learn, to make a difference, and learn from each other. Learn, this is a great platform where, you will listen to so many inspiring women, learn from such inspiring women who have made a mark, and chart your own story. I think women have a very crucial role to play. If we have to become a top 3 economy of the world, it can't happen without women contributing to the economic output.
Absolutely. And your advice to those women who are out there looking at jobs, 20s, 30s, in their 20s, they're raring to go, they face challenges. What is your advice for them, Professor Bagga?
I would use an acronym, Rhythm, that the power is with you. What is the power? P, have a purpose. Decide for yourself what is the purpose of, where do you want to go? And let that be little bigger than what you think is possible. I'll give you an example, Rhythm. Last year, Gurudev hosted the World Culture Festival in Washington, D.C., right where on the National Mall, where the swearing in of the president usually happens. There were 1.1 million people in presence there. Never in history it has happened. Now, when we took that goal, it looked so difficult or so impossible. But for, looking at that and anchoring with it, it just elevated everybody's abilities. It just increased the energy and, said, "Nahi, we can do it. Kar sakte hain. Chalo, 1 nahi million hoga, kuch to hoga." But it happened. So having a purpose little bigger than what is normally possible, I think is very energizing. Number 1 is that. Power. O. O is for owning. I always tell young girls, own your life. We are happy. When we are unhappy is if we compare ourselves to others. By ourselves, we are doing okay. But I compare to you and I say, oh, this is not okay for me, with respect to you. So I always feel we own our life, embrace it, and live it to the fullest. So P-O. W, work hard. All Gen Z, all types of Gen Alpha, Beta, there are all types of talks happening about how much we need to work. I am a believer of working hard. Working hard in the sense, working sincerely. There is no shortcut rhythm in life. Nobody achieved any greatness, without any sacrifice, without working hard, right? No great sports person reached there. Today, so many great people are coming, mountaineers, sports people. There is an element of working hard. So work hard. Then E, empower yourself. Learn every single day. I actually say that every night before we go to bed, we should write, what is the one thing new I learned today? Maybe there is a day you don't learn anything, but if that consciousness is there, that I want to learn, it will keep happening. So POWE, learn, every day empower, and R for build resilience. It's very important. Life brings with it its challenges, ups and downs. You have to build resilience. For me, rhythm, meditating, doing pranayam, Sudarshan Kriya, Art of Living programs has built a huge amount of resilience. I would like to share here, I was with my husband in the attack that happened on the Taj Mahal Hotel on 26/11. We were inside for 14, 15 hours. And coming out of a traumatic event like that, it can shake you. It can put you back in life. But I realized the value of anchoring to the self, anchoring within, and that builds resilience. So I would say the power, seize the power.
Very, very nice. I think that's wonderful advice for every woman who's watching this. Professor Bagga, also you spoke about mental health and how it's going to be a part of the curriculum at Sri Sri University. How do we look at mental health today, and how do you think spirituality can actually benefit someone who has mental health issues?
It's a very important topic, Rhythm, and a very important question you raised. I think all of us, especially after COVID, I feel things have little bit worsened around the world, and the more we talk about it openly, the better it is for us. So my suggestion will be, if you feel that you are having some challenges mentally, emotionally, you don't feel good, talk about it. Reach out to someone. In our campus, the popular thing is, if you walk by and you see someone not smiling, stop the person and say, why are you not smiling? Can I help you? So I think we need to support each other. And I think spiritual practices like meditation are a big help. See, today there is so much data. There is a research done by Harvard Medical School, which says that if you meditate every day just for 8 weeks, it can actually change the structure of your brain. It can increase the gray matter. It increases mental, emotional well-being. So there is a lot of scientific data to show that. So whatever works for each of us, we can take that, but embrace it and talk about it openly, seek help, reach out for help if you need. And I have seen spirituality, like I myself teach meditation, and I have seen what a big impact it has, whether it's a prime minister or president of a country, or it is a simple homemaker, in a small town. It doesn't matter.
So how does one meditate?
Oh, it is very simple at one level, and it can be learned in a short couple of hours. You can learn how to meditate, and then just practice every day. Like every day we brush our teeth, we have a bath, right? That's like our dental hygiene, and that's our physical hygiene, isn't it? We don't leave the home without that. So like that, our mental hygiene we can take care of. So those programs, in fact, Art of Living are available. We can do those. And just every day at home, 20 minutes, and you will see what a change it has. See, it is said that your vibrations speak more than your words. And now how do we improve our vibration? Like so many, all again I'm saying because young students are here, you go for an interview. Before you speak, they can feel you, right? Now how do you improve that? It's by doing some of these things, meditation and going within. It is said, Antarmukhi Sada Sukhi. Must have heard that rhythm. So if you anchor yourself within, then the whole world is at your feet.
I think you've answered my next question. How do you overcome challenges that come in your way?
Yeah. See, challenges, we should expect challenges. The problem happens when we don't want challenges, right? We say, oh, mere life mein ye kya ho raha hai? But you expect challenges. Then you're already at peace. And then when you build some of your inner resilience, the strength, I feel a couple of things has helped me. Number one is to have a big context of life. See, challenges make an impact if you say, if it becomes big right now in front of you. But you say, ठीक है, अभी ये we'll handle it, life तो लंबा है, आगे बढ़ेंगे. Then that becomes small, right? So to have a big context of life, then challenges come and go, it doesn't matter. Second, to have a sense of connection. See, for example, if I am a young mom, and I'm dealing with how do I take care of my children, go to work, manage the home, manage my responsibilities, I feel alone. But if I feel connected, I have a big network which can support me, then I don't feel alone. Then it doesn't become a challenge. So develop a sense of connectedness. That's why I always advise young women professionals, everybody, women in general, we should build our tribe. We should find networks. We should become part of networks and platforms where we meet like-minded women, like-minded people, learn from each other, and give and take support. I think give support first and take. So first is context. Second is have a sense of connectedness, build a sense of connections and connectedness. And third is have a sense of compassion to yourself also. You know, some challenges you may not be able to handle very well. Doesn't matter. It can teach you something and then move on. When we become hard on ourselves, then I think it becomes a problem. But if you say, "Theek hai, some things I can do, some things maybe not," then it helps you. So I think this is mine. I don't.
Wonderful.
You must have
I
your
think
own.
we're kickstarting the Empowering Women Summit with fantastic advice about how women need to be there for other women. I think the sisterhood needs to be there. Professor Bagga, my last question: what is your vision for yourself? What is your vision for the Shri Shri University in the next 5 years?
Oh, I have a very big vision for the university. I think in the coming, by the end of this decade, we should be a top 20 university of the country.
Fantastic.
And I'm sure we are going to achieve that. And I hope that I can personally, for myself, be a part of this great story that India is in more and more ways. You know, it's very fortunate for all of us that we are in India, which is a growing nation, which is going to be a top 3 nation of the world, and each of us get a chance to play a part in building this great nation. So I'm looking forward to playing my part, and I hope I can keep coming back to the Republic Women's Summit.
Absolutely. I thank you for your insights. I thank Professor Bagga also for explaining to us how women need to empower other women. Thank you for a very enlightening session with which we kickstart our Women's Summit 2025.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Rita.
Thank you.
Thank you.